Yeah, hello, it's a beautiful day once again. I'm happy to be here on this platform. It's a super day. I'm super excited and I'm so glad you are watching this video. I'm your anchor person, your friend, your humble person, Okedoyin M.O. This is the Rich Mind platforms. Basically, we are here to motivate you, to get you encouraged, to inspire you, to speak to you, and to get you moving, to inspire you in spite of all hurdles. A tough time never lasts, but tough people do. Today I'll be talking to you on the topic which I said unlearn what you know to learn what you don't know. Unlearn what you know to learn what you don't know. Unlearning. Unlearning what you know to know what you don't know. Somebody said an ignoramus is somebody that does not know, that he does not know, and he doesn't want to know. Unfortunately, most of the things that we have learned, it is not as if they are not good. They are beautiful and they are fine as far as the age we learn them is concerned. But I said the only thing that is permanent is change. The bitter truth is that life is changing and things are evolving. Information are evolving. Knowledge is evolving. Informations are growing. That is the reason why we have to unlearn what we know to know what we don't know. We have to unlearn what we know to know what we don't know. There's a saying, and I'll read that to us. Write it down. It is not what you don't know that hurts you, it is what you do know that just ain't so. It is not what you know that hurts you, but it is what you do know that just ain't so. That is, those things that you have known from the past, but they have changed. And you try to apply that, and it's not working. It becomes painful in our hearts. And that is why we have to unlearn. That is why we have to unlearn that things have moved beyond what we used to see it to be. We must be ready to unlearn. He said there are certain things each of us learn wrong and learn and must unlearn. There are certain things that each of us learn wrong and must unlearn. There are even some certain information that we are familiar with or that we have learned and we feel that is the best thing. But they are wrong. We must begin to unlearn it. And that's why I titled what I'm talking to you about is that unlearn what you know, to learn what you don't know. We have to unlearn. We have to move away. That is what we are talking about at this very point in time. We have to move away from those things, those informations that we have gathered so far in the past. You can imagine somebody using the knowledge of 1930s in the 21st century. That might be a great catastrophe. I'm not condemning them outrightly, but things are even being modified, changing. What are these things that deprive us not to unlearn at times? He said outdated. We have to unlearn outdated learning, outdated things that we think is still in vogue. It's not in vogue any longer. Things are changing. Outdated, we have to unlearn outdated informations. We have to unlearn it. We have to unlearn it. Another thing I mentioned here is that we tend to learn on what we know, even if it is not best for us. We tend to what we tend to lean on what we know, even if it is not best for us. Some of us we need to unlearn. Is that we tend to lean on what we know, even if it is not best for us. You can imagine there are some hotels now. When you get there, you don't need a key to open it, even though you see a handle at the door, but doesn't need a key. sometimes it's a card, and you get there, you said, it's, I will use key. I think it's key they will use to open this door. You will be fooling yourself, and you lean on that. We must do away with such things. We must unlearn that. Now, the things that we need to go about is that we must allow ourselves to be wrong and be willing to change for the better. What are the things that we don't know that we need to know now? We need to allow ourselves to be wrong and be willing to change for the better. Until you agreed or until you accept that this, these are not so any longer, you can't get a new information and use it for your own advantage. You must unlearn what you know to know that which you don't know. And the step to that is that allow yourself to be wrong and be willing to change for the better. I encourage you to subscribe to this channel because you will definitely be inspired, you will be motivated. We'll share words that will lead you in the right direction. I'm glad you watched this video. Subscribe to the channel, like the page, give us a feedback. Thank you very much.